Hello and welcome to AGT Racer. On today's COVID-19 video we have the Drivers Room Endurance Championship at Spa for the Season 1 Round 6. So I hope you are all staying safe. It's been a while but I've still had to carry on working. Now I have the furlough for a month, so hopefully should be blasting some videos out. As we go into the grid, we have Mungino in the Hyundai on Super Softs, Fabro in second place in the Bugatti on Super Softs. We are all in the VGT GR1s, Cafe there in the Alpine on Super Softs, followed by Berkey in the Hyundai on Racing Softs. Ferdek there in 5th place in the Hyundai on Super Softs, followed by a good qualifier from Ricky J in the Hyundai on Racing Softs. Jamie D in 7th in the McLaren on Super Softs, followed by Jason also in the McLaren on Super Softs. Myself in 9th place in the Hyundai on Softs, followed by Craig in the Peugeot on Softs. JC in 11th in the Audi on Super Softs, and at the back due to a penalty, Young Fangster on the Racing Softs. And here we are at Spa, about to get the Drivers Room Endurance Championship Season 1 of 2020, Round 6 Tier 2 underway. Mungino in pole, and we're off now. Ricky have a good start there, as long as with Ferdek as well. Seems all fairly clean. Myself having a little bit of a dust up there with Craig, maybe, I think it was. And Fang serving a penalty at the back. Quite far. This was the 20th of February and someone lost it there. Jason went a bit all wobbly, and there's JC at the back. There's Jason there with a bit of rear damage. Let's have a look. Fabro now in first place. Looks like Mungino's dropped down a lot. Let's have a look what's happened there. As we see there, Mungino going a little bit wide, but seems okay. He's got Cafe and Ferdek behind him. Let's have a look. Seems alright so far. Oh, he's just very late on the brakes there, Mung. And that's where he's lost some spaces. Berkey there up into 4th place. Ferdek in 3rd. Great drive from these. As we go through now, Fabro in 1st, followed by Cafe, Ferdek, Berkey, Mungino, Jamie, Ricky in 7th, myself in 8th. Going wide there, Craig. It looks like him and Fang may have connected. Fang slowing down. Fang, a young driver. There's JC there, taking the position in between. And there's Jason at the back. As we see Fabro charging away in the Bugatti in 1st place. Cafe keeping him under wraps. So there's Ferdek having a little bit of a battle there with Berkey. Berkey's driving of late has become very good. Currently we're in round 4 of season 2, so we'll get jumping back on that. But obviously we've had COVID 2020, the world is on lockdown. I wasn't, unfortunately. There's Ricky having a go on Fang. Bit of a connection there. I'm not sure who's to blame, if anybody. Ricky, though, coming off very, very poor. Fang getting in all sorts of trouble in the driver's room. There's Fabro and Cafe pulling well away from the rest of the field. Person second there. Alright, in the first corner now you've got Ferdek and Berkey coming down the hill, followed by Mungino as we go through these S's up the hill. Very dangerous if you get it wrong. Jamie there having a good race, followed by Fang. Fang, as I was saying, youngest driver in the room. very a good driver, can be a bit of an aggressive on the track sometimes. A good overtake there from Fang on Jammy, but unfortunately he can act like a right twat in the Discord room, which he was warned about many times. There's Craig in 8th, JC in 9th, followed by myself there in 10th, Jason in 11th, and Ricky in 12th. Oh, as we see Cafe overtaking Fabro there. Let's have a look, see where he got it done. As they come out of the S's, he's got the slipstream. 190, 200. His Bugatti's only doing 190. Got the inside line. And a good overtake there from Cafe. Look at that, there's nothing between them. I suspect these two guys being in the next tier. Fabro there having a great race, very quick drivers. Further there, steady and smooth. Really come along this season. I need to get all my admin in order. As I was saying, I'm still working through this COVID. Now I've been furloughed for a month, so I'll be banging a video out a day to catch up on everything. And then back to normal. There we see Berkey in 5th, Fang in 6th place, Jammy D in 7th. Craig followed by JC still. There's myself, yep, there's myself on the back. Jason there and Ricky. So great move from Cafe. Look at these pair now. We've got Cafe on the super softs, so is Fabro. Like he was going for a move there. Fabro, the Bugatti very big. Furdeck and Mung just keeping it together behind. But Berkey dropped off slightly. Yeah, I think he was in between Furdeck and Mung. There he is. He's got a Fang behind him. There's Mung coming out the first corner, very tight corner. There's Berkey, followed by Fang. Very quick driver, Fang. There's Jammy D, good race so far from Jammy in 7th. There's Craig in 8th, pulled away a little bit from JC. JC there in the Audi. He's got myself chasing him down now. And look at that, very smooth. Bit of a touch of the grass there. Easy overtake, looks like he came out of the S's quite poorly, JC. See there, he looks like he's wrestling with that Royal. You can catch up on round 7 and 8 that's already been dropped a few weeks ago to by Plux and DJ, I believe it was. Muller, sorry, and Plux. I'm not sure now, I've just looked at the schedule. My mind's got the schedule in my mind here. Anyway, I'll put up, go to the Discord channel, you'll find everybody who does all the streaming. And we also have many more races, especially during this COVID period. Hopefully everyone's staying safe and washing their hands. Look at Craig there. Jammy D must have had a mistake, falling back slightly. And letting myself through. JC not giving up, clear behind, mid-pack battle now. And then we see Craig all over the back of me here. The Peugeot is quite quick. Everyone hard on the brakes, ghosting out. Managed to pull away slightly from Craig. See the battle there. Should be able to, if they all get through the S and up the hill okay. Should see some good slipstreaming. as effective as what I thought it was going to be. Jammy D just goes slightly wide there. And let's JC move now up into 9th. JC can now try and chase Craig down. We'll go back to the front and see what's going on up there. Now we've got Fabro in front of Cafe. It's a very smooth drive there. Cafe more of an aggressive driver. And he's followed by Ferdek and Mung. Mung just staying with Ferdek, waiting for a mistake, trying to catch a slipstream here and there when he can. Conserving his tyres also. Mung, a very good driver. And it looks to me like Ferdek and Mung are catching up slightly to Fabro and Cafe. We'll check the tyre wear soon. There's thanks to everything seems very Sunday drive-ish at the minute. Nothing hairy going on. And there's a battle for 7th. Oh, Berkey there in front. There's myself. Pulled away now from Craig, Jammy and Ricky now. It looks like we've lost JC and Jason, so we're down to 10. There's Ricky. As you see there, Fabro on the super softs. Tyre wear is looking pretty good. A little bit more worn for Cafe, but we'll see how that pans out towards a little bit later. Probably around the 15-20 minute mark you'll see a load of pits. Ferdek and Mungino, very similar tyre wear. Ferdek just slightly better. And there's Fang. His front's going a little bit, but not too bad tyre wear. Berkey on the softs, trying to conserve his tyres. Chase down Fang. And myself on the softs, burning through them a little bit. Craig there, he's burning through his fronts, that won't help. Looks like Jammy D's had another problem. I've gone slightly wide there. And we've got Ricky J now in 9th. Mungino jumping into the pits. Jammy is ripping his tyres up. That's unusual for Mung jumping into the pits now. Quite early, I'd say. Leaves Ferdek not looking over his shoulder. There's Fang. He's out of the pits now, Mung, and right behind Berkey. Might be able to get a bit of slipstream off him here. Is he a little bit too far back? Yeah, he is. Mung could really do with getting past Berkey now, though. He's slowing him down with his tyre wear. Quite early for Mung to pit. Maybe he just wanted to break it up a little bit. I don't think he put any fuel in. There he is, super softs, having a look on the inside. Quite a difficult area to pass. What's he going to do next though, Mung? He's stuck a little bit now. There he is behind Berkey. Might be able to catch him up slightly in the corners. If he gets a good run out of here, catch a bit of slipstream, may be able to get him before the left-hander. not advisable for 2 cars to go through there. He's not going to. Now he might have to wait again. And Cafe biting the bullet now and going in for a pit. That's a great overtake from Mung through the final corners. Absolutely superb. The track is extremely tight there. Great work there from Mung. And we see Cafe jump out just in front of Fang. See Mung there in the background. Now he's past Berkey. Let's see what he can do. And there we've got Ferdek. Fabro now cruising away. Is he going to bite now? Cafe's gone in. Ferdek didn't. Cafe's into some trouble now from Fang. Very tight there. Very good driving. We ride with Fang. Tyres are a little bit more worn. But as you can see there, Cafe driving away, looking to chase down Ferdek. We'll start go through the field. There he is, Cafe, fresh tyres. Fang there. Tyres aren't too bad. There's Mung. Berkey, followed by myself in 7th. Ricky J there now in 8th. Jammy D in 9th. His tyres are looking pretty wrecked. And there we have Craig in 10th. Let's have a look now, see if Fabro takes the bait. We're coming up to the 14-minute mark. He does. So now it's all on, not necessarily Ferdek. Oh, look at Cafe trying to get past. Very difficult. Ferdek staying out. Now we got Cafe really trying to get past him. Fabro's out the pits now. Fresh tyres. Just in front of Ferdek. Although Ferdek's got the drive, is he going to be able to slipstream him coming out of here? Excellent drive from Ferdek. I've been watching him come through the races, really improving bit by bit and then creeping up the front. Cafe's all over him though. Ferdek has to pit. Fang making a bit of a run now. There's Cafe there just bullying his way. Still can't get through. Defended very well from Ferdek. Just the extra grip there. Cafe helping him through. Alpine's got a good acceleration through the gears as well. There we see Fang. He's on a really good charge now. Of course, the battling in front of him is giving Fabro a chance to pull away slightly. There we've got Mung, big gap from Mung to Berkey now, an even bigger gap from Berkey to myself. And there we see Ricky, Jammy D there, trying to chase Ricky down. He's pitted already now. Might be able to jump out. Sorry, Jammy D might be able to jump in front of him when Ricky goes in the pits. Let's see what Craig can do. It's dropped right off at the back. So see Fabro on the first corner. Cafe really on a charge now. Doesn't want to lose sight of Fabro. Let's have a look, see what it is between them. That's 3 seconds there. Nothing really. And we see Ferdek still out on those tyres. Mung now in 4th. Fang dropping down into 5th. I'm not really sure what's happened, but he's got a good scratch along the front of the car, all chasing down Furdeck. Mung really wanting to get through, make the most of his fresh tyres before they start to burn away. There's a great battle here going on. We'll watch it from Fang's perspective. And Mung's right on the back now, Furdeck. I think Fang is starting to struggle. Wouldn't surprise me if we see him in the pits. There's Mung, this is how close he is. Just got to get past, his tyres are starting to go. Furdeck there, just not giving up. Very good defence. Of course, this is giving Cafe the chance now. And Fabro, he really can't get past. And Furdeck jumps into the pits and releases Mung. And so does Fang. Oh, Mung really held up there. But now in third place, podium position. And let's see, Mung is nearly 7 seconds behind, 3.5 seconds Cafe is now. He was losing time to Fabro. There we see Furdeck in 4th, Berkey there in 5th, myself there still not pitted behind Fang, and a bit of a gap now to Jammy D. Jammy now in 8th, Ricky after his pits drops to 9th, and Craig still in 10th, quite far behind now though, unfortunately. There we see Fabro. He's really trying Cafe. There's Mung, he's just got to pace himself now. He's got quite a lead in front of Furdeck. There's Berkey still yet to pit. We see Fang on fresh tyres. I've yet to pit as well. There we see Jammy on a good charge. Last lap is one of his best laps. See if Ricky can catch him up. All seems very calm now at the moment. So Cafe now is 3.7 seconds now, 6.5 to Mungino. Just unable to catch Fabro up. There we see Mung. I'm deciding to stay out a little bit longer on these set of tyres. As myself comes into the pits, should be out before Jammy D comes round. But we'll check up on that very soon. There we see Fang. Oh, he's taken Berkey. Berkey not yet pitted though. Berkey on 4-second penalty. Two pink cars here challenging each other. Fresh out of the pits, there's Jammy D. I told you he was on a charge. Very quick, the McLaren. And we see Ricky. And Craig there, looks like he's had an issue. That's not really what he wanted. Jammy Dean may get me on the straight, so he's very quick. Got a little bit more fuel as we see Mungino go in the pits early again. His tyres didn't look too bad. Look at that now, Jammy D really making up some distance. Oh, and as I say that, he touches the dirt, and there we see Ricky jump in front of Jammy. As Berkey's in the pits. Mungino keeps his third. Probably wanting a really good charge now. Oh, that's unfortunate from Jammy. He was on a real good charge. There's Fabro. He's not too far behind Craig. Cafe now really dropped off. His tyres are really starting to wear. And there's Mungino. He's not too far away. Looks like Cafe must have had a real problem. He's dropped off massively from Fabro. And Mung is almost on the back of him. Plus his tyres are starting to go. Oh, it ain't worked out great for him so far. Here we see Mung. Ferdek's not too far behind either. Ferdek's pitted, got the super softs on. Let's see if Mung can now start to rein Cafe in. And there's Ricky there, he's getting a lot closer to myself. I've got a little bit more fuel. Oh, Ricky is certainly catching up. As we see Cafe jump in the pits now, that puts Mung in second place. Ferdek now taking third. Let's have a look there. There we see Ferdek. Oh, he comes out just behind Cafe. Both on real fresh tyres though. Ferdek having to tuck back, but he should have the right drive coming out of there. And look at that, the Hyundai just in front, but they're on sort of neck and neck. He's got the inside line, does Cafe, and shuts the door royally on Ferdek there. Now he's got Mungino to chase down, but Mungino's got fresh tyres as well. Ferdek's not gone just yet. Starting to become very close now. Let's find out whose strategy is going to work. Fabro will need to pit. Looks like Craig's gone on one. Little spin there. There's Fabro. Oh no, I was wrong. Oh, Fabro's pitted up now. Let's find out where Fabro comes back into the race. He should pop out in first still. Not putting any fuel in just yet. And he's out in first quite easily. With Mungino pitting before everybody else, he should be before the 40-minute mark. Oh no, there he is. As I was saying that, he's pitted now. And what I was going to mention was Cafe may actually sneak out in front of him, as Mungino will probably have to put some fuel in. He may go to the end. No, he's not going to. He'll have to pit for tyres. So that puts Cafe in second. He will have to pit and obviously put fuel in. So will Fabro, but Fabro is quite far in front now. Now this will be interesting, how it all pans out with the fuel. There we have Mungino, there's Ferdek, obviously he will have to pit himself as well. And not forgetting Fang, who's got exceptional fuel left. He could probably finish the race without filling up. And there we got Berkeley. There's myself. Going slightly wide, not bad fuel, great fuel from Ricky J there. And Jamie D just destroying his fuel, just went into catch up. And Craig there getting right in amongst it as a back marker. There we see Fabro. Cafe now, he's going to have to pit. This is going to be very interesting how it all pans out. As you can see, there's Mungino. He's going to have to pit now, Cafe. How much fuel's Mung got in? Yes. Is he going to have enough for the, I don't know if he'll have enough for the rest of the race. There's Cafe going in the pits now. Cafe will be putting some fuel in. He'll lose some time to Ferdek, dependent on when Ferdek comes in. It's staying out. Bang, obviously great fuel. May have been doing some fuel saving earlier. It's Cafe now. Let's see where he comes out. Oh, he's right in amongst it. There's Craig. There's Fang. And Ferdek up the road. Remember, he was in second. Looks like he lost a lot of time there. He's got some fuel. He's got Fang on his case. We might see another pit from Mungino though before the end. Maybe from Cafe again. Ferdek will definitely need to pit for fuel and tyres. Mung should be alright, but he might have to do a little bit of fuel saving. And Fabro will definitely need to pit for some fuel. There's Mung. There's a little drop off there to third place. Ideally now, Cafe really needs to have a good charge. It's Fang. Berkey doing alright so far. There's myself, Ricky J. Jamie D. Jamie D also live streams the races he partakes. And there we see Fabro in the pits. Mungino will take the position until Fabro comes out of the pits. But he's got loads of fuel there. He'll be alright to the end. And there we see Mungino. He's really not that far, but he will have to pit for tyres. Potentially anyway. And there we see Ferdek. Fang's gone into the pits. We'll slow Ferdek down. Could give Cafe the chance now. It's going to be a lot quicker. No, he didn't really slow him down, but Ferdek will have to pit at the end of this. He doesn't even bother fighting Cafe. So the chase is on now then. And Mungino really all over the back of Fabro at this moment. It's gone quite dull, and then all of a sudden picked up. There we see Cafe, Ferdek, Fang. Oh, Berkey having some problems there. Myself well off the pace with Ricky J, Jamie D and Craig. Let's get back to the front. There we see Fabro and Mung. Looks like he's starting to pull away from Mung now. Very quick driver. There's Cafe. He's pulled out the gap now to Ferdek. Ferdek would have to pit at the end of this lap. So now it's all on Cafe to chase down Mungino. If we were to assume Fabro doesn't pit again and Mungino does, then Mungino will be right by Cafe, so that'll be a sprint to the end for Cafe and Mung, unless they all stay out. It's going to be quite close between Ferdek and Fang, though, I believe. Fang's in front of Ferdek now. Ferdek's still in the pit, coming out now. Got some time. Craig having a spin. That first corner is his nemesis, as Berkey's into the pits now. Oh, that worked out great for Ferdek. Fang moving up into fourth. Great drive from Fang there. And there's Cafe. Mungino still holding on to Fabro. Just check what the other guys are doing through the field. Berkey now out of the pits. He's on a run. And miles behind Berkey there. I will need to pit for tyres as a minimum, maybe fuel as well. There's Ricky J going down the hill. Jamie D there. Craig, fair play to Craig for not giving up. Oh, so close between these pair now. I think Fabro's just got the advantage though, more fuel. I don't know if that fuel's going to last Mungino. May have underfueled slightly, where Fabro may have overfueled slightly. Unless it was part of Mungino's plan, but it's not going to put him too far away from Cafe when he has to add more fuel. Or if he has to. And there we see Fang. He's pulling away now from Ferdek. He's just coming out of the S. Ferdek just starting to come down the hill. There we see Berkey there. Coming up to Craig. And myself. Going a little bit wide. Ricky J there. I predict towards the back, Ricky J, myself, Jamie, Craig, JC, Jason. We could all end up in some battles going forward. Fabro's charging away from Mungino now. I don't know if Mungino's needing to conserve fuel. He definitely needs to put more fuel in. I can't see him doing another 7.5 laps. this lap. Let's see where Cafe is. I think it's going to be close to Cafe with fuel as well. Tell you what, Fang could be in with a chance here for a podium. If we have Mungino, Cafe both pit, Fang's got good fuel and tyres. Could be a Fabro, then Fang. 1 and 2. Verdict's dropped off a little bit. He could be in the mix. All dependent now on Mungino and Cafe. Obviously, if Mungino comes in, tops up some fuel, he'll be next to Cafe if they haven't too much battling. That's what you find sometimes on these longer tracks. Some strategies coming into play. Except my strategy is always shit. See there, coming up to the final corner. Surely I must put, yeah, there I am going into the pits. I'll put Ricky in front now. Oh, Ricky goes in the pits as well. He's got lots of fuel, so he may still jump in front of myself. And then, of course, we've got the charging Jammy. Oh, Ricky don't need to put any fuel in. Oh, probably overfueled. Gotta look at that now. Can't get much closer than that. Oh, it's just an accident waiting to happen. Both very smooth through there. As Mungino goes into the pits, we'll catch up on that one. Oh, Cafe's jumped into the pits as well. This is going to put him right in amongst it with Fang. Just jump to that there. There's Mungino out of the pits. Cafe still in the pits. Oh, Fang's taken third. There's Caf in fourth. Mungino there. Plan perfection. It's not worked out well for Cafe. I said Fang might get amongst it. And he certainly is. There's Verdec a little bit too far back. Same for Berkey. And Ricky J in front of myself now. A little battle here going on for 7th. I've got the faster tyres. Fuel's not too far away from each other. With my skills, it doesn't really matter about tyre compounds. It's all starting to open up now, the last 12 minutes. Is Ricky J pulling away from me? I think he is a little bit. We'll rejoin that later. Let's just see how the leader's getting on. Fabro there, you saw Jammy D in the distance in front. Fabro just is a cruise for him today. Mungino's tried, but it's still worked out very well. And now he's got a battling Fang and Calf behind him. Fang won't be pitting now, I don't think. As long as he can make his fuel last. Quite a very good strategy from Fang there. So look, it does go to show it. He can really drive well. Really well. Just sort your shit out, Fang. And then come back. It's going to be interesting if we get that final podium. There we see Ferdek. hanging on, and Berkey having a lonely race. There's Ricky J. Followed by myself. I think we're coming up onto somebody. It might be Craig. Oh, I got very wide there. Slow myself right down. It's what am I doing? I'm tagging the grass. Yeah, it is Craig. You see Jamie is definitely going to have to pit at the end of this lap, Jamie. And just not a great day for Craig, unfortunately. There we see Fabro charging. Jamie will be out of his way in the pits by the time he gets to him. Oh, I'm not really sure why Fabro's pitted there. His tyres were good for another 10 minutes unless he just wanted completely fresh tyres. Doesn't need any fuel. It's a dangerous game Fabro's making here. I mean, yes, he will come out in front of Mung and have completely fresh tyres. There's Jamie D coming out of the pits, but Mung also has fresh tyres as well. There's Jamie and Mung. I mean, Fabro is a few seconds in front, but he's put himself at risk if there's any danger. 1.3 seconds now, the gap. Although Mung has got Jamie D to get through, but I think Jamie D will just wisely move out of the way on this one. There we go. This could have worked out really well for Mungino. Oh no, that won't have helped at all. I don't think he'll be able to make that up now. He's already slowly pulling away. And you got Fang and Cafe now. We're starting to become driver's room once again as we go into the final part of the race. Tyre wear's not too bad, fronts are a bit of a mess. Fresh tyres for a Cafe should be a breeze. Right on the back of Fang. Fang defending very well. Very well indeed. I think the third deck's too far back to make any kind of a difference, so this is very close, and we got it quite close in front as well. With Mungino. No, we haven't. No, it's just Jamie D in the middle. Oh, Jamie D could get stuck amongst these pair. Ooh, Fang needs to pit. Oh, that's unfortunate. Two abreast through there won't work most of the time. Very close racing now. Fang struggling with his fronts. Just can't get through. Some good defending there from the youngster. Well, they are starting to come up on someone now. I think it's Jamie D. It's a play into Fang's hands. He's got 5 minutes left. What, 2, maybe 3 more laps? He ain't gonna do it on this fuel. There's Jamie. I think his best bet is to zap a bit of fuel in, blast some tyres, because he's been having a battle. He is going in the pits. Pits at Spa aren't too bad. It's like a little shortcut if you're not going to be too long. There we see Cafe. There's Fang putting a little bit of fuel in. Let's see. Can we see Fang? No, yeah, wrong way. There's Fang. There's Ferdek. There's a few seconds to make up there, actually. It's a shame. He's having a good little battle, but he's on super fresh tyres with virtually no fuel. So, you never know. Not forgetting Ferdek behind him. Working out in the pits. Arnie's right lonesome. Ricky J there. With myself. Looks like Sunday driving behind him. And there's Jamie D. Craig still going. Four minutes left. Another 2 laps for Fabro. There's Mung. Cafe now is free. Pulled away from Young Fang. We'll just check the times out. So we got almost 12 seconds gap from Mung to Fabro. 11.5 seconds from Cafe to Mung. And then 8 seconds from Fang to Cafe. Field is actually very spread. So Fang's the one to watch. Let's see if he can... Oh, Cafe's in the pits again. I was certainly not expecting that one. He only has 1 more, maybe 2 laps left. Oh, maybe he didn't want to risk it. But this has come now right down to the wire. There's Fang on a charge. Tyres already warmed up. Fuel's near enough identical. It's just going to be basically down to pure racing skill. There's Fang having a look. They can't go through side by side surely. It's all ending tears. Oh, and it does a little bit. Does Fang slow down? Yeah, he does. He takes a sensible approach there. So a very mature approach from Fang. Does Cafe mess up by not putting enough fuel in? I think it'd be alright though. Oh, I wasn't expecting this. Don't know if Cafe just jeopardised himself a little bit. Going well, young lad. It's very close now. We have 1 minute left of this hour-long endurance. We had some boring parts, but now we're back on it. Look at that, he's gone for a late move. Well, an excellent move there from Fang. Phenomenal move not to connect to each other then. This is going to be the last lap for both of them. This could be a fight for the to the finish for the final podium position. Like I said, that's the move of the race, that is, from Fang. He could be my driver of the race, going from last on the grid. Great strategy, moving him up into podium position, whether he stays there or not. Some excellent work there from the young driver. Credit where credit is due. So he'll be through into the pits first. So there we've got Fabro, not into the pits, finishing the race. Mungino there, a bit dangerous on the fuel. Obviously they squabble for third. Cafe there, Ferdek, Berkey, Ricky J and myself there, having a little battle now for 7th place. Not too far, down to the wire. So Ricky takes 7th, myself takes 8th, Jamadi will take 9th, Craig 10th. There we go with Fabro, he'll be taking 1st place. Great drive from Fabro there. And unless anything huge happens, Mungino will take 2nd. But I'm just going to stick with this battle now. Well, it's going to be very difficult for Cafe to take this from him. It was a super move from Young Fang. There's Mungino, the side by side. Oh, he's gone through, gone very wide there, and his car's been reset. So has Fang. Oh my goodness me. Wow. Although he's got 3rd place, Fang. So, very good driving there from both, providing us with a battle to the end. There's Ferdek coming in 5th place, and Berkey, who's been on his own all race, is about to run out of fuel. But yep, good driving considering there was only 10 of us for most of the race. Guys, please keep safe in these apocalyptic times. And there will be another video dropping tomorrow. See you then.